Hey now, everybody. This is Abundance Amplified Tarot. I'm trying to get some light here going on. It's a little bit hard to see. Anyway, I went to do this outside and it got really crazy. There was a lot of noise and stuff. So, okay, there's some light coming in. I just need to get out of the way. Phew, oh, excuse me. Okay, so I know that these energies that we're all going through right now are like really kind of crazy, right? And with this portal being open, I know myself and my family have had some just like major energy overloads, right? In the past couple days, there seems like there's so much going on. So anyway, let's just get kind of a reading going. I'm going to try something here. Oh, sorry guys, that didn't work. Okay, well, maybe this. There, that's a little bit better. Okay, so let's get some cards out here. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Okay, first one coming out here is Between Worlds, which, you know, makes a lot of sense, right? A lot of us, we're living in the 3D while we're going through this ascension, and it's interesting, right? There's a lot of information coming at us all at once. A lot of downloads, a lot of upgrades, you know, a lot of residual stuff that needs to be cleared out. And you know, it's just kind of cool to know that you're at least not in this alone, right? Like this is happening globally. So I hope that's helpful for some of you to know that. Yeah, we've got come to the edge here. Okay. And basically what this is telling me is, you know, when you go through a process of ascension, you bring a lot of things to the edge. Like, do I want to keep this? Is this serving me? Is this no longer serving me? Not to mention, you know, personal stuff, right? There's so many emotions. There's relationships. There's just, you know, like I had to deal with car insurance stuff for like 2 hours this morning, right? You know, there's all kinds of things going on, and it can be hard to integrate this stuff, okay? And it can bring you to the edge, and that's where you kind of be like, oh yeah, like I need to have faith here. And notice the little bumblebee there, or the little bug like flying up like, hey, we're going to have some faith here. We're going to just keep going, just keep swimming, like Dory says, right? And to be poised. That was the other card that came out. As we go through and we mature in our spirituality, in our gifts, there's an element of poise that comes along with that. Okay, there's an element of maturity. There's an element of accountability and responsibility. You know, it's like adulting in the spiritual world, right? And I think if we can stay in that joy and abundance as much as possible, the poise comes out naturally. All right. Spirit wants you to understand that although you might be on the edge, notice how she is on a toe. So she's kind of on the edge too, right? Notice the 48. But she's dancing. Okay? Like you can choose to be at the edge of the cliff wanting to jump, or you know, you can choose to dance your way through and just understand that it's all part of the process. These are things that everybody is going through. Everybody has to go through in their own personal way. There's no judgment. It's respectful. It's about respecting other people's journeys, you know, and just trying to be as graceful as possible while we're going through all of this, right? Okay, so we have the hangman that came out. Notice the anchor there. And also 3 stars up in the corner here, although there are other stars around. I'm hearing mind, body, spirit with the 3. Okay, and it's about grounding. If you're in this kind of hangman status right now, going through today and going through these energies, this is really all about like learning how to anchor this energy in a very poised and graceful way. Okay, we've also got the defender coming out here, which is just kind of awesome. Everything that you're going through is source led. There are gifts upon gifts upon gifts coming in for people here. I've got that some people are going to be coming out of this hermit status here. Okay. They're going to be growing and learning. There's a lot of people just starting this journey. All right. Some of us are in the middle. Some of us are, further along. And I will tell you that it doesn't matter if one person is ahead in one thing and the other person's ahead in the other thing. It doesn't really matter. Every one of us needs to go through, what do I call them? Spirit is saying, like, they're showing me a stage, like stages, okay, of development. And some people do them all in one line. Some people do one and then they jump back and they do another one. And, I have a lot of my friends that are older that are in the middle of doing stages that some people did when they were younger, right? It doesn't matter. Okay. Again, there is no judgment. Okay, Spirit. What else can you tell us here? Okay. Some of you are going to be making some decisions here. Okay. You will get the answers that you're seeking. This is to be done in love. I'm showing a lot of vessels here. They want to remind you to, I'm hearing self-love. Start with self-love and gratitude. And the rest will come your way. Yeah, here we go again. The decisions. Okay, you are going to be receiving the clarity. For some of you, this is going to be coming in very soon. Some of you have been struggling with monetary issues. This is about to change for you. This may bring conflict around you. You might feel, even with some of these energies, like I mentioned, I had to deal with a car insurance issue today. And it was like beating my head against a wall, right? It was comical. I actually sat back at one point and kind of laughed at how comical it was, because it made no sense, right? And I realized that the person I was dealing with was really kind of feeling their way through it and was trying to put on this facade, and I found it comical, right? And then I tried to help them, like I was trying to ask questions that, like needed to be asked so that we could get to the answers that were required. But to me, that was kind of a 5 of Wands moment. At one point, I started to get frustrated. I was on the phone for like 45 minutes going like, okay, can we just get one answer? The answer I kept getting was most likely, okay, which is not an absolute. And the questions I was asking really required absolutes. So it was interesting. It was interesting. And it was interesting to see how that person handled it. Okay, we have a Keeper of Wands coming out here. Okay, notice the key, notice the wand. You have the keys to the kingdom here. Okay, you have everything you need. You actually have it organized. You actually have it all together and set up. Notice the flower is in bloom, right? It's not quite seeding yet, so you're still at the beginning of the bloom season. The seed is part of the harvest as well as the flowers, okay? So just know that you have the key. And Spirit is telling me that whatever you're doing on a soul level is key. Keep doing this, whatever you're doing. Yeah, I've got confirmation here again with the 3 of Vessels. Mind, body, spirit. This is going to be huge for you. This is going to be huge. I'm hearing some abundance for some of you here. Okay, I feel like something's going to be revealed, something that you're not quite expecting. Oh, I had a card turn her over on me. I've got a phone ringing in the background, which is I'm going to take as a confirmation for this windfall here. Okay, it was a page of inspiration in the reverse. And what I'm feeling is like, I'm feeling the reading I'm doing this message for you right now is that some of you are doubting. Like this has been taking a really, 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 really long time. Some of you have been doubting that this is coming in. You've been doubting the way, you've been doubting the path. And I want to say, Spirit is telling me it's not yours to figure out. Okay? Okay, I've got the Knight of Voices and the 3 of Voices. Your doubt is holding you back from speaking your truth, from getting what you want. Okay? Mind, body, spirit. Notice the 3. This is about being able to speak your truth, okay? The Knight shows me you're a little bit tentative, but you're on your way. This is what Spirit is saying. You already hold the key here. I'm also hearing to go at your pace. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink of my mushroom coffee here. Man, that's good. I'm the feelings that I'm picking up on for you folks. It's like doubt. It's a mixture of like doubt, anxiousness, fear. It's like, I'm doing well. I'm feeling well. This is like success, quote unquote. Like I hear this is what you're saying to yourself. But the feelings, the emotions that are coming up for you are, I'm hearing like overwhelming anxiety. Okay? Which tells me, yeah, here we go. Confirmation. We've got the Moon card here. It's about balancing out. It's about knowing that you are not your emotions. Okay? Your emotions are not you. You are not your emotions. These are things that pass through. These are fleeting. These are to help guide us to some extent, to keep us in touch with our bodies while we're doing all of this. It's about clearing out residual things. Sometimes when we have emotions, they can be so overwhelming because we have gone through some kind of something and have pushed them way down because maybe it wasn't appropriate to have those emotions in that setting. Okay, so Spirit is trying to tell you that, because we had that Moon card come up with the emotions over here too, that not to shut down. That's what I'm hearing. Don't shut down. Here we go. We have it again. Okay, the Hangman. In this instance, okay, you notice she's not tied. She's not bound. Okay, notice that third eye. She's basking in light. Okay, yeah, she might be upside down hanging, but she doesn't look, you know, she's kind of flying there. It's not something that's super uncomfortable, right? Okay, she is, I'm hearing integration. It's a symbol of integration, assimilation. Notice she's dressed. She has like those spiked heels on, right? I don't know. Maybe she's a tightrope walker that just took a break and is hanging out, right? It's a matter of perspective here. We've got the 5 of emotions again. So there's a lot of mention here of emotions. And not understanding what's happening to you is blocking your inspiration. And the 7 is the card after we balance out and there's growth. Okay, 6 to 7. And they're showing me that these emotions are kind of hampering you or not understanding, because you're not supposed to just get rid of them, right? You're supposed to process them. It's a matter of understanding why they're there, being willing to kind of sit in them and figure out where they're coming from. Do I need to clear this? Do I need to clear that? Is it something from the present, the past? You know, is this generational stuff? You know, past life stuff, right? So that you can go ahead and process and really get rid of the stuff. Because I've mentioned this several times, okay? Like here is this bottle here, okay? The space that this bottle is taking up, nothing else goes in it, right? Okay. If I move the bottle, I now have space to put something else. So once you clear those emotions, it opens up all this new space. And then you hold the space and decidedly put something good into it, which is why they keep bringing up the inspirations here. I've got an 8 of inspiration, like something has stopped your work here. Okay, here is your voice of inspiration. It's coming up in the upright. Your voice is still there. No, remember we had that 3 of voices back earlier about speaking your truth, creatively expressing your truth in yourself. Okay, your voice is there. You need to let that muse tune in. Okay, because you are the earth angel. Have patience with yourself. This is a growing process. You know, all the downloads and stuff that we're getting and integrating have never happened like this on the planet before. Okay? This is all new. Every moment is new. Okay? Time is not linear, so I'm using the word moment. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Okay? Duality is a lesson we're all learning. We've all been kind of taking apart our divine feminine, taking apart our divine masculine, and kind of, I'm hearing dissecting them. We're dissecting them. We're cleaning them up. We are giving them haircuts. You know, what's that? Oh, I can see it, but I can't think of the word. That makeovers, right? Where they take people and they do these makeovers, okay? And that's what's kind of happening. And part of the duality, you know, you can't have the yin without the yang without the yin. You hear people talk about all that all the time. But when you're in for the highest good, when you're talking about like source, there is no duality, right? It's more like the tree of life up here. So it's about doing the work that we need to do, recognizing the duality, okay, and then integrating to the point where, at least in our soul, in our experience, you know, we're observing the duality, but we're not living in it. We're more living in that tree of life wholeness, okay? Somebody needed to hear that this was part of the process. I can't make this up. Integration, right? Did I not just say that? Again, we've got reunion of souls. A lot of us are doing all this clearing to reunite with people that are really supposed to be in our lives. We're clearing out a lot of karmic situations here. Yeah, I've got that masculine energy coming up again. We had a big push for the divine feminine. Now the divine masculines, the masculines that recognizes masculine on the planet, are starting to wake up and starting to come forward and go through their own process here. Okay, which means they're getting in touch with their divine feminine. And as the feminines on the planet that recognize that way, that stand in that energy a lot, you know, they're starting, they revamped or did a makeover on their divine feminine, which kind of started the divine masculine aspect of this. Yeah, we've got changes coming in here. Okay, so I'm going to clear these cards, and I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot here. I hope everybody is doing well. Things that you can do to kind of ground in this magnanimous energy, you know, get out in nature, you know, make friends with nature, make friends with your tree friends. Trees and plants are very grounding. Everything puts out an energy. Excuse me. Okay, let's get some tarot out here. So, Epsom salt baths. Make sure you drink a lot of water if you're doing that, though, because it does really clear you out. It'll dehydrate you if you're not ready for it. Dancing, festivals, singing. Let's see. Dancing's a good one. Singing is a great one. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a 5-card pull here. We've got the 7 of Cups in the past position. We've got the Fool in reverse coming into the present position. And then unexpectedly, we have a Knight of Pentacles coming in here. Let's keep going. I need 2 more cards, Spirit, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. All right. Wow. We have the Hermit. And we have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. The table wasn't long enough there. Okay. For those of you that resonate with this reading, there's been a lot of illusion and a lot of chaos. And you have already chosen. Notice how this cup stands alone here. Okay, you know what you want. You've made that choice. This was coming in from the past. Okay, and I think when you made this choice, you got like really serious about things and said, okay, I know what I'm going to do now. Let's dive in. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And it kind of puts you in a place of, I started this new thing that I thought I was going to enjoy, and I'm really passionate about it and all this stuff. Why do I feel like I just worked a 12-hour day? Okay. And Spirit wants you to know that a lot of you have forgotten the childlike flavor of it. Like you feel worn out, worn down. What's coming in for you with this Knight of Pentacles, this is completely unexpected, okay, is that what you may not understand is part of the feeling of being drained. Like, I feel like somebody just feels like drained, okay, or tired, or why isn't this fun? This is supposed to be fun. And Spirit is telling me that your growth needs to shift, your perspective needs to shift, right? And I feel like, I don't want to say it's easy. Spirit is telling me this is a mindset thing, which might be a little less complicated than like generational like karma that you're trying to clear. Okay, it's about, you know, starting in gratitude is what I'm hearing. This is going to put you in the immediate future. Part of understanding this is understanding that you need to take time and space for yourself. And I feel like a lot of you haven't been doing that. You've been doing, and not taking the time that you need to refresh, reflect, to replenish, whether it's meditation, whatever you do for yourself to replenish your spirit, okay? And for some of you, I feel like you've already learned this lesson and you're like, oh my goodness, I've learned all these lessons. You're overwhelmed, okay? And I'm getting confirmation here of what I'm about to say is we've got this Queen of Wands. That's the 10th sword of clarity, okay? Oh, I forgot to take care of myself. Oh, I forgot this was supposed to be fun. Like, take a breath, relax. This was supposed to be fun. Okay? Hangman again. So this is kind of, this is showing me here that you're already in this Queen of Wands. You've got the magic. You've got, you know, you're in queen status here. And I've got a King of Pentacles coming out here too. Okay, things are about to get really good for you. It's about enjoying the ride. Okay, you've got to enjoy the ride. We've got a star coming out here. You are earth angels, okay? 9 of Pentacles as well. Bird in hand. The Spirit is with you. They want you to know, here we go, King of Wands. You've got all this stuff going on, okay? Remember, that king or that queen fits that last 10. The lessons are over. This is like I'm hearing a gentle reminder. This is a gentle reminder. Some of you, it might behoove you to be around some children, okay? To get that light energy, to remember how to play. Like, do you remember how to play is what I'm hearing, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you have felt very overwhelmed here. This is going to pass for you soon. I've got a Wheel of Fortune popping out here. This is a bump. This is a blip, right? Okay? It's just, it was all about growth. Notice that Tree of Life again as confirmation from, if you were watching the earlier reading, that this is what's going on. This is what this is about. It also is a matter of balancing things out. Okay? I'm going to pull some more cards here. Balancing things out so that you can have fun. This is supposed to be fun. I don't know if you guys can see them, but I'm seeing like these orbs here. Thank you, Spirit, for showing up. Yeah, we've got a 6 of Wands. This is a balancing out phase, honey. It's all about learning to have fun, to remind yourself that life is the moment, okay? Life is the moment. You're burgeoning, you're growing here. You're bound to hit some 3D obstacles when you start growing, start doing things. You know, you've shifted momentum. You're going to hit resistance until that momentum starts to pick up. And then it's going to be smooth sailing because you're already in this queen energy, right? You've already got this power that the Hermit comes in. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. You're the Earth Angel. So once you get that momentum back in gear here, get things cleaned out that you're dealing with, yeah, I can't make it up. Okay? Wow. I really can't make this shit up. Look at this. Okay? Like, what more do I have to say? You are being completely guided here. Some of you, this is Empire stuff. You're going to have celebrations coming in. Again, mind, body, spirit. Oh my gosh, right underneath it was the 3 of Pentacles. Okay? Whatever's coming in for you spiritually and materially. And for some of you, I really feel like this Emperor is excuse me, it's either an ancestor, it could be somebody on the other side, it could be somebody here that is watching out for you and is going to bring in these huge blessings for you. Okay? This is about living in your value. Okay? Knowing your value, living in your value. Somebody out there's got some really powerful spirit team angels here. And this is justice. Oh my God. I cannot make this up. Okay? Emperor and Empress. Some of you are creating an empire, and I'm going to say it's for spirit, right? Like you're going to be doing things that are helping other people. These are, I'm talking to like light workers out here, right? Spirit wants you to know that your blessings are on the way. I've got building blocks here. Somebody's building a foundation. This was about your regeneration to step in. Like spirit is not going to give you something unless you can handle it. They don't want you, they want you to live in joy, right? A lot of you are saying, bring it in, I'll figure it out. Okay, I've got the thinker. Okay? It's about being open to divine timing, knowing some of you here, I am seeing somebody out there that I'm seeing a visual, okay, of like there's like a whole room full, like a balcony, like in a stadium, like a, what are those things called? I can't think of what they're called. Bleachers full of spirit guides and angels and ancestors that are helping you along. Okay? I've got the thinker again. Let's see here. Thank you. Yeah. I've got exchanging gifts. Okay, some of you, this is going to be about co-creation here. All right, getting into your power, understanding that it's about, you know, again, these are multiple people here in this celebration. Yeah, I've got a fork in the road. This is going to be kind of up to you. When you're ready, they want you to do what you need to do, but when you're ready, know that you are going to be safe stepping out. Okay, some of you already know how to do the boundaries, do the filters. Okay, a lot of you have felt like you're completely alone and you're realizing that you're not. That you're not. And that the whole globe is going through this ascension process, right? Even the animals, okay? Like the whole planet is doing this. We are not the only ones. Oh, that's too many cards, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. Some of you are going to be getting messages coming in very soon. I feel like someone is going to be reaching out to help you. So they're telling you just to breathe, okay? Stay in your grounding, stay in your power, do what you need to do in order to maintain your flow, your focus. Here it is. Treasure Island. I feel like some of you out there are going to be having, like, it's, and I think these people may be in the 3D, but if not, some of you, their ancestors are going to have been working together here to gift you something of great value that is going to help you, like, catapult what you're trying to do, like for your mission. Some of you that have been honed in on your mission, this has been a period of testing. See, I'm getting confirmations here. This has been a period of testing. Okay. All right. They want you to know that you and your loved ones are safe. What you have been going through is a period of testing. And actually, it's been more like purging. Like, you know how sometimes you have to take, you know, fire to something or whatever to get it to clean it. Okay? And they want you to know it's been a cleansing time. Your commitment is being tested here. Okay? Because they're going to turn around and hand you something huge. Somebody out there has been planning something big that that is going to help other people. Okay, like you already have a business plan. I mean, written out. Like, you have been doing all the foundational work. I see somebody out there that has already been gifted drawings of buildings. And I say that, I know what that feels like. I actually have received those messages myself. I actually received a plan within 2 days and developed it, and, actually outline, you know what I mean? Like, it was like I would wake up in the morning and spend an hour and a half just regurgitating the downloads, right? And putting them together. But this is somebody else here. Somebody else here I see is like, you have support for this. It's not just you doing it. This is for somebody out here. You have a lot of support through foundations. You have a lot of people that are quote unquote friends that have been mentoring you through various processes. And by the way, you've been mentoring them on different levels. Okay. So it's symbiotic. It's co-creation. And you are going to be helping thousands of people to stay safe. Some of it might be like recovery from either trauma or substance abuse, or something like that. I feel that's kind of trauma based anyway, so it's hard for me to speak it that way. But somebody needs to know the funds are there. The funds will come through. It might take a little bit of time to find the right building, but the funds are coming through. Somebody needs to hear that. Yeah, I've got nothing is set in stone. So we can change our minds at any point in time. What are you focused on? Part of this process of I want to say purifying, not purging. Like, I'm seeing the phoenix rise, right? It's a matter of purification. And during the purification process, you hone in, okay? Because all of a sudden everything gets cumbersome, and you have to drop things, right? You have to let things go. You have to process things to clear them. They're like, oh, I don't want to carry that anymore. Okay. So it's a process of purifying, and that helps you not only hone your skill set, your spirituality, your emotional maturity, your emotional intelligence, your, finances, all of this stuff, all the 3D stuff as well. Okay. But it also kind of helps you to hone in on that mission. I've written grants before and proposals and things, and there's a vision statement, and separately there's a mission statement. They are not the same thing. I would suggest that maybe you look them up, okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about. A vision statement is kind of broad. It's kind of almost global, right? Where a mission statement takes that vision statement and says how you're going to do it in like 2 to 3 sentences. And that's what this purification process has been doing. Okay. It's been allowing you to take these paragraphs that are in your head, in your mind, your soul, your DNA, and purify them down to like these 2 or 3 sentences, just to use that as an analogy. All right. Adjustments are required. And Spirit is telling me that adjustments are required throughout whatever life. Okay, so part of this too is getting used to this project in this new awareness that we have, getting used to this process in this new awareness, so that when you are doing things, especially if you're involving other souls, other people, that when these things come up, it doesn't stop you for like 3 weeks, right? Like, it's like, oh, okay, I've done this before. This might be a completely different circumstance, but I can apply what I've learned. It will make things go more smoothly, is what I'm hearing. There you go. Very close to achieving your goal. Okay. And this is being brought in. I am telling you, for somebody out here, it's either ancestors on the other side. Okay. This emperor and this empress, okay, are working to keep you on the path. No. To help you align to what's there for you. I'm hearing that some of you are ready to settle for something that's it's not enough. It's almost will give you a karmic experience. And this emperor and this empress is here to kind of keep prodding you and to put things kind of, help you to go where you really need to be. Okay? You're good enough. Stop doubting yourself is what I'm hearing. Yeah, see, I can't make this up. Okay? You got to look at the bigger picture, right? You got to look at this bigger picture. Notice the arrow on there. Okay? It's about being honed in. It's about being focused. It's about understanding that when we open ourselves to the light and start the momentum going, that spirit may bring in something bigger than we even imagined. Okay? And the reason you're being tested and purified is so that pride doesn't get in the way. All right? Because this is really about the light. This is about spirit. This is about being blessed. Okay? Yes, we may manifest, and it might be, you know, our soul that's doing this work and that kind of stuff. But there's ego, right? That to the extreme. And then there's, you know, there's co-creation with spirit, with source. It's a maturity thing. Okay? Yeah, here we go. I've got it again. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got a Knight of Cups in the reverse. That's funny. Two of Pentacles. All right, and Strength in the reverse. All right, and Spirit is telling me basically here, I'll set that over here. Okay, the Nine of Cups is somebody that comes in on this white horse here, and he's bringing flowers, and he's like, I'm going to save you. Here I am, right? You already know you don't need to be saved, okay? That the work is yours to do whenever you want to do it. I've also got Lovers coming up in the reverse. So for some of you, you might really resonate with what I'm talking about. This is not about a knight in shining armor coming in. This is about, I'm going to move forward in my soul's purpose, and I'm going to open these paths and keep myself, you know, aligned as much as possible in the higher frequencies as much as possible. And Spirit is just going to start gifting things. Okay? Because you are the Queen of Wands. You are manifesting right now. You're growing. You have grown. You have formed the seeds. You have formed the soil, put them in the soil. You have nurtured them. You have grown them. Okay. You've got your wand here that you harvested, right? Okay. Look how excited she is. Sorry, I'm trying to get into focus there. Okay. You know, it's right there. Okay. It's about you kind of balancing out here. A lot of this is residual stuff. Okay. It's about making the decision. It's about feeling ready, feeling confident, because what's coming in for you is Spirit is going to move you forward. Some of you are, you know, could be receiving awards for what you're doing here. I'm not even kidding. Like, not that that's important. Okay, but I feel like for some of you, this stage represents, it's not so much like you're getting awards. It's about awareness. Like what you're doing is going to grow so much awareness on the planet that stupid stuff is going to stop. And I'm just going to say that. Things that shouldn't be happening are going to stop. Okay, you're going to fit into that collective momentum and really, really help out on the planet here. Now, let's talk about the Strength card in the reverse here. Okay, this is about confidence. This is about taming the beast. This is what we were learning through this purification process. Okay, it's what are my limitations? How can I learn to shift my focus, the neuroplasticity? How can I stay in this highest energy? How can I be graceful when I have to tell somebody something that might be uncomfortable? You know, there are parts of life that need to be dealt with. We don't just walk away. Like, you don't just ghost people. You don't just... unless it's a safety issue. Okay? There's a mature way to handle things. All right? And that confidence, that strength needs to be there in order for you to handle the blessings that are coming in. I've got King of Pentacles coming in again. Okay? With this Queen of Wands. And then I have the Star again. So they're kind of repeating here. I also have an Ace of Cups. This is all coming to you in love. Spirit wants you to understand. We have the Hermit. Now notice she is not bound and tied. She is floating in effervescent light, collecting her power. Okay? This is about learning that, you know, spiritual life and work is not, I mean, it might be, you might work a 9 to 5 hours, okay? But it's not about that. This is about staying aligned as much as you can with everything that you're doing, okay? You guys are ready to harvest. You're going to have help. You already have help, okay? You've been doing some inner child work. This is about maturity here, okay? And what Spirit is going to do then is translate that spiritual health into spiritual wealth and into wealth in the 3D. There's the sun again, okay? It's just a matter of perspective, all right? You definitely have spirit team and spirit guides that are standing up for you. Some of you even know them by name. Some of you are very familiar with them. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, short of the fact that some of you might not know that there is like a pair, a couple, an emperor and emperor, either on this planet or on the other side, that have been actively helping you on this journey because they want to see you fulfill some kind of a mission here. Yeah, I've got the Queen of Pentacles as well. They want you to see you complete something. This is legacy. Okay, somebody might come in and just fund the entire thing for you. You're doing what? I'm going to meet this person, right? They meet you and they say, oh my gosh, there's like nobody else that I think can do that. Like, I'm definitely going to give you my money, because they see the purification in you. There's a gravity that people carry with them, a gravity and a wisdom of spirit when they have gone through a purification process, when they are committed to living in soul light, when they are committed to doing their best and to helping others and to, you know, being and living in the light, no matter what the circumstances are. And I don't want to bring up this topic, but I'm getting this vision, so I'm going to pass it on. You know, there were stories of people that went through the Holocaust in the concentration camps that, you know, took care of all these other people, especially like, the, you know, they would sing, they would do stuff with the kids, not even their own kids, right? You know, they tried, and I'm not saying that we're going through a Holocaust. What I'm saying, some of you might be, but what I'm saying is that, you know, you are being given this gift because Spirit knows, Source knows that whatever you have gone through, you have maintained that spirit. Okay? Excuse me. All of us waver. You might have had some periods of time where you were kind of like, wow, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Or you might have had some bad moments. We all do. Okay? Okay, I've got some more cards coming out here. Just know that this is happening behind the scenes for you. And people are kind of waiting to see you kind of come out and be open and receptive. Okay? Because they don't want to give you something that is going to either trigger you or cause you hardship because you've been through enough. Okay? Now, all this being said, I asked about some future stuff here. We've got this Knight of Swords energy. Notice he's an awesome warrior. I call him my Lancelot card. He's beautiful in battle. You want him with you during a battle, okay? He was one of the Knights of the Round Table. He was awesome, right? And just so you know, as I'm talking, I got the Sun card coming out here to validate what I'm saying. Okay, but he also, it's very reckless energy. Now, not necessarily in a malicious way, but this is the type of person that kind of comes in and kind of takes control. They rush in. They don't look around to see what everybody else is doing. They just come in and say, okay, I'm going to be me and I'm going to do this. And they don't, you know, they might not see whose toes they're stepping on. There might have been things like people trying to build confidence to do things for months, and they just rush in and they just do them, and it takes that opportunity away. It's like that kind of a thing. It's not malicious, right? It's in the upright. Okay? And it's a speedy, it's telling me that this is going to be coming in fast. Okay? Whatever blessing is coming in, when you're ready, this is going to come in really quickly. Because it followed with the Wheel of Fortune. You are going to have your choices here. See, I got validation. You're going to have choices here. Okay? And this is divinely given. Whatever this purpose, this project, you know, whatever you're grasping onto in your future here to move forward, this is an action card, okay? This is divinely given to you. So I really think this is going to come in very quickly for you. Some of you, it might be a little triggering. If there are like that weird, reckless energy, you're going to see right through it. Sometimes when things start to get momentum, it, you know, pulls people out of the woodwork that maybe, you know, can find a space to do certain things, but the energy might be off a little bit, right? You're going to see everything that you need. Some of you, a Leo might be helping you out. I'm not making this up, right? These cards just keep coming out. This is justice. You have done the work. You've passed the test. Okay? My goodness. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Okay? It's about processing. You've learned how to process the emotions here. Someone's going to be coming in to help you, and they're going to be coming in really soon. I'm going to grab one more deck. I feel like there are some messages that are not coming out here yet. Give me a second. I'm going to ask about this Emperor and this Empress. Okay. Straight out of the box, I've got a Knight of Materials here. Lots of cards coming out here. Too many, actually. I've got a Ten of Voices here. When you start to speak out, see, confirmation. When you start to speak out, okay, that's what's going to happen. And it might flow in, for some of you, it might flow in, it might start slowly, but that's only to make sure that you can handle it. I've got the Emperor again. Like I said, kids, we can't make this up. Right? Can't make it up. Okay? Can't make this up. Nine of Inspiration. I've got the Justice card coming out again. This is justice for your work. It's also justice for the universe is what I'm hearing. It's like justice from source for the planet. The planet needs what you're going to be doing. Okay? They want to see this here for everyone. All right, I've got a Ten of Cups because you're going to do this in love. And I'm hearing don't worry about being perfect. That's the bait. There is no such thing as perfect. In fact, what I'm hearing is when you start moving forward and start speaking, and you know, it's your, I don't want to say mistakes, okay? Things that maybe you don't do really, really well, or you're learning. Let's put it that way. Things that you are learning is the opportunity for other people to step in and hone their skills. That's what co-creation is. You know, coming together and, you know, helping each other out along the way for a greater purpose, right? Okay, you're going to be moving forward in a very balanced way. And notice all the horses that she has down here. Okay? Like, notice that they're around here. They're all going in one direction. They're not scattered all over the place. Right? It's very focused energy. Okay? Anyway, I have been on here for about almost an hour. I know a lot of people are doing Lionsgate things. I've got the Muse of Inspiration coming up again. I'm going to clear these. I'm going to do one more reading, and then we'll see how it goes. Spirit really wanted me to pop on. I know these energies have been really crazy. Whenever you see this message, just so you know this is for you, please check out the description. I have a free download, which is an intro to tarot and astrology. It's like 43 pages PDF. There's all kinds of cool illustrations and graphics and information about history and you know, like meanings, and it dives kind of, it's, you know, it's enough to keep you entertained, even if you do have a pretty working knowledge, because I put in some pictures of some of the decks that are like really old and they're really kind of cool to look at. Okay, I'm getting a Justice card straight off the bat. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting 5 of inspiration, 9 of materials. I'm going to grab another deck here. And I'm going to ask what I'm hearing bounty. Okay? Like, what does this bounty look like? I'm being called to pull a shaman card real quick with this. Thank you, Spirit. I've got truth. Okay? So, we have justice and we have truth, which makes sense, right? How do you get justice if you don't have truth? Okay? Somebody needs to know, if you are in a court battle, the obstacles are moving. Okay? Things, I'm not necessarily saying things are going in your favor or not going in your favor, but the defender is here. This is like the Hierophant, right? You are being, this is being watched from on high. Know that things that are happening are for the highest good. It's not all about you. There's other souls involved. Okay? They want you to know that you are being defended, that you are seen, you are valued, and you will be rewarded for the struggle here. You will be rewarded for your composure, is what I'm hearing. And that was interesting the way I heard that. But okay. Wow. All right. Oh my goodness. Here we go. The Star. Okay. And the World. As soon as you start speaking your truth, okay? As soon as you have that confidence to speak the truth. And I don't mean, you know, jamming the truth down somebody's face, right? There's a maturity. You know, sometimes silence can be the best communication. Okay? Sometimes saying one sentence speaks more volumes. You know, if you say one thing at an appropriate time, it's better than saying 1,000,000 things or 1,000 things or 100 things. Okay? There's value. That's what they want you to understand. There's value in what you have to say. There's value in the way you live. There's value in your energy. Every energy on the planet is unique. Every single human, every single being has their own unique energy here. Okay? They want you to know that the tower is over. Okay? Some of you have really gone through it. We've got, you know, this nurturer card that popped out here. This is the Empress. You're literally birthing new worlds. You are the earth angel. The world is at your feet. All 4 directions, everything is moving for you as you speak your truth, as you stand in your truth with grace. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I cannot make this stuff up. I'm hearing universal judgment. This is about people standing up all over the globe so systems are changed. This is about strength. This is why some of the things have been taking a while that people have been waiting for. We had to be ready. The Revealer. Listen to your intuition. Okay? People had to learn. We had to hone our skills, hone our crafts, get this DNA downloads, like, you know, embrace all these new downloads. This is going to be stellar. I've got coins coming out all over the place. 2 of Vessels. Some of you, this is going to be bringing in partnerships, possibly soulmates. And I hear it's because you've waited and done your work. A lot of you have stayed single and waited and done the work that you needed to do on your own. Some of you are still in the middle of that. Okay? Spirit wants you to understand that when you're ready, love will come. Some of you, this could be business partnerships. Okay? Yeah, I've got the 6 of Wands. Surrender and know that Spirit is moving you forward. Okay? There's the Ace that makes 7. Oh, sorry, I covered my thumb here. There's the Ace that makes 7. Okay? It's been a period of growth. I'm hearing you've come out of the dark with flying colors. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm going to grab my own little cards here and see if there's any message that's going to come out here. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, I've got balance, grows, and blooming. Like, that's where you're at. It's a matter, and I've got truth for 2. Truth be told. Or T for 2. Truth be told, right? Somebody out there might be getting a new home. Some of you might actually be like moving into like I'm hearing like an entirely different climate. Yeah, this is judgment. Okay? Second time the judgment card came out. And it's been coming out since I started the reading. Ace of Pentacles. Money's on the way. Money is on the way for you. Some of you, it could be coming in the form of a family member. But it's as you go out, as you keep going here. Yeah, some of you, it's going to flow in is what I'm hearing. Okay? Can't make it up. You heard me shuffle the cards, right? You heard me shuffling. Can't make it up. Ace of Cups. Divine love. Okay? This was given to you in love. There's the Ace of Pentacles again. After I just shuffled it back in the deck. I also had a 10 of Pentacles coming out here. And a King of Pentacles. They want you to know that you're okay. You're protected. You're golden. I'm hearing you're golden, Pony Boy. Stay golden. We got you. Pony Boy, nothing's going to happen to you this time. Okay? Because the shift has happened. I'm hearing release suffering. Release the need for suffering. That's the awakening card. 6 of emotions. It's about balancing out. Release the need for suffering. The need for it. Okay? Rest and rejuvenate. Get back in the creative juices. Yeah, we've got the Hermit again. All right, guys. I hope this has been helpful. I really appreciate you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Help to get these messages out to folks that can benefit. All the energy that goes out that way, right, comes back to us. When I watch other readers, which I do, and other channels, I support channels. I make sure to share. I say their names occasionally. I've mentioned like Steve Noble, who does some awesome meditations and things like that. You know, because that's how we keep that energy exchange going. That's how we help people. I am one soul, right? I'm one human being on the planet. I can't possibly do everything myself. So we want to lift others up just as, you know, others are lifting us up as well. That's what the co-creation is all about. I'm actually getting some other names coming in. Let's see. Somebody before this next full moon, we've had 2 moons this month in August, right? Before this next full moon, which will be the blue moon, I'm hearing like 3 days before this, you get like an email or a message or something like that. And then like by the full moon, it just like pops into your life, right? Some of you need to go check your mailbox. You could be waiting on a letter that actually is the beginning of what is coming in for you. Okay? Some of you need to step out of your comfort zone. Understand the tests are over. You know how you go through and you go to school and you study and you do and you get tested and all that, and all of a sudden, you know, you graduate, or it's summertime and you're out and you're living what you've learned, right? Okay? Work through the fears of this. Step out of your comfort zone. All right? Balance spirituality and practicality. Be bold and make the first move. You are good enough. Okay? Yeah. The energy is gaining momentum. All right? You may not see it. Luck is on your side. Okay? Right? I've got a reverse, nothing will come of this situation, and win-win. That was in the reverse, right? Win-win outcome is forecast. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay? Hey, take good care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And as always, please be kind out there.